Life shouldn't be hard. Life should be a fun-filled adventure every day. So now start joining up dots. Tap into your talents, your skills, your God-given gifts, and tell your boss, you don't deserve me. I'm out of here. It's time for you to smash that alarm clock and start getting the dream business and life you, well, of course, are dreaming of. Let's join your host, David Ralph, from the back of his garden in the UK, or wherever he might be today, with another jammed-packed episode of the #1 hit podcast, Join Up Dots.
Yeah, good morning to you, and good morning to you. Yeah, you sitting there. Yeah. Don't look around at anyone else. It's you. Yeah, you. Good morning to you. How are you? Today's episode is going to be another one of these ones where we're providing ideas to you that you can start earning money online or money offline, but just quick, easy wins, because literally, I would say probably 80% of the conversations that I have with people, they go, oh, I don't know what to do. And the reason they say they don't know what to do is because there's basically too much choice. And they feel like if somebody else has done it already, they can't do it. They've got to create something new. And you don't have to create something new. All you've got to do is do something that's already selling and just do it in a little different way. And then if you bring in a bit of extra income each month, then that's making your life easier and you can build from that stage. This is all about training you guys to become entrepreneurs. And entrepreneurs are the people that see opportunities and make those opportunities work for them instead of going, Oh yeah, I never thought about that. They're there at the front end and you guys are going to be doing that. Well, today's we got 4 emails from people across the world who have dropped us lines telling us what they're doing and they're willing to share with you. So if you've got an idea out there or if you're starting to do something, do the same. joinupdots@gmail.com, send us an email and we will share it on the podcast and we will personally respond to you as well. So you get a double win. You get famous on the podcast and you also get a message back from us thanking you. Okay, so let's give it a round of applause. And let's give him one of these as well. Okay, so the first one's from Sarah B, and she says, "Hi David, after months of feeling stuck, I have finally took action by creating and selling printables online. Things like planners, budget trackers, and wall art. I listened to one of your episodes where you talked about selling simple digital products, and I finally given it a go. So Sarah has opened an Etsy store, and if you don't know anything about Etsy, just go over there and have a look. ETSY. And a lot of people will make templates and they will customize it. So it might be Tottenham Hotspur calendars and whatever. You can be as creative as you want. You can have Chihuahua ones. Whatever's out there, you can make your own personal brand and sell it on Etsy. And then Chihuahua lovers will come across and go, oh, they've got a calendar there with Chihuahuas. I'll have that. And the more niche you can get, the better. So if you're looking at Chihuahuas but then thinking, oh, I want a Chihuahua cross Pitbull, that'd be a strange one, wouldn't it? Then go for that, because then the Chihuahua Pitbull crossbreed members, they will find you and they will buy your stuff because they can't get it anywhere else, supply and demand. And so Sarah's opened an Etsy store and has spent a few evenings designing on Canva. And she says she's now making £200 a month with hardly any extra work once the products are finally listed. So it's at the front end. She's got to design it on Canva. She's got to make it look good. She then lists it. And then this is classic passive income. All the effort's at the front end, but once it's there, you can start just bringing in the income. It's given me so much belief that small actions can add up to big results over time. And I'm now using that extra income to build a bigger dream, an online brand around personal development tools. Thank you for showing me it's not about waiting for the perfect moment. It's about starting where you are." Yeah, so what can we learn from Sarah? We can learn lots about Sarah. First of all, we can learn that you don't need a big investment. You just use the free tools out there. You can use your simple skills and then develop them, get better at them, and then create income streams. And once you've got one income stream going, then build another one. And some are going to do really well and some aren't. But over the sort of portfolio of products, you're going to be in a much better position each month. And I think the second one is, as we say all the time, the small dots build belief. The small wins build belief. And once you do that, you go, God, it's actually working. Then you start looking around at other opportunities as well. And it really does lead from that. Once you personally believe that something is working, then you're all into it. The hardest part is when you think, oh, it's not for me. Other people can do this and I can't and stuff. So brilliant, Sarah. Well done to you. Well done to you. Okay, next one's from Mike. And says, hey, David, I just wanted to reach out and let you know how much of a difference your podcast has made in my life. I took your advice about starting local and using the skills that I already had. Yeah, I always say that. If you start in a local environment, there's less competition. And you can find client base. A lot of people seem to think that they've got to create these global things instantly. No, it's not. It's start right in your own street, because then you can promote easier. There's less competition, as I say. You can do things like putting leaflets through doors and stuff, really basic old school marketing, but it works. And once you get that going, then you can expand outwards. The dots get bigger. You start as close as possible and then move outwards. And so he has set up a weekend handyman service. Just simple things like fixing shelves, assembling flat pack furniture, basic garden jobs, etc. Yeah, I had this idea years ago. It was something like hire a husband or something, and it was all these kind of little things that husbands are supposed to be able to do because we're men. And generally, we either can't be bothered or we're not very good at it. My wife has this thing that there's pink jobs and there's blue jobs. And blue jobs are my jobs and pink jobs are my jobs. And if you merge the two and get purple, they're pretty much my jobs as well. So she's got it sorted, my wife has. But yeah, pink and blue. So Mike has said, I posted in a few local Facebook groups, printed out some flyers, and before I knew it, I was booked solid for 3 weekends straight. It's nothing fancy, but the extra $500 a month has been a total game changer for me and my family. Thanks for giving me the push to stop waiting and just get going. Yeah, so that's what, $6,000 a year. That's a big pay rise. And all you're doing is being proactive and making something happen. So, Mike, round of applause to you. So, what can we learn from Mike? He's looking at real everyday problems. It's not sexy stuff. It's just the stuff that is around us all the time. A lot of people can't be bothered to go to IKEA and then spend their afternoon lining up all the screws and stuff. I quite like it. I think it's quite therapeutic, really. But a lot of people don't like that. And so if you are quite organised and you're good at that and you've got a few screwdrivers, then yeah, put it up and say, you buy flat pack furniture and I'll build it for you. Boom. You may not get a lot, but you know, 5 or 6 a month or whatever, who knows, but it's income. And also with Mike, we say start small and local. You do not need a national brand to earn real money. You have to start with thinking your house, where's the nearest customer? And it will be your next door neighbour, and then the next door neighbour from there. And think about it in those terms. Get a map of your town. Draw sort of circles in key areas and look at it and think about the problems that they've got. We live in a town where at the top of our hill, there's some multi-million pound houses, huge big houses. And a lot of people will make a lot of money up there because these people never want to do anything. And they all want big cinema screens and stuff in their house and that. So if you are, willing to knock on the door and put some leaflets in there and say, next time you're thinking of converting your basement into a cinema, then let us know and we'll come around and do it. Anything. Be proactive. So, Mike, brilliant. Well done on that. Laura T. She says, hi, David. The Join Up Dots has changed my mindset. After hearing one of your shows about flipping, I decided to try it. I hit a few local car boot sales and charity shops, found some undervalued items, vintage board games, brand name clothes and flip them on eBay for a profit. It felt amazing to turn £50 into nearly 300 in just a few weekends. It wasn't just about the money either. It just gave me the confidence to believe that if I can make 300, I can make 3,000 or more. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Now I'm looking at expanding into furniture flipping, painting and restoring old pieces. My weekends are busy but exciting, and I finally feel in control of my financial future. Cheers, Laura T. Well, Laura, yeah, and if you're doing furniture flipping, one of the good things about it is children's ones. If you can paint ones with people's faces on them and stuff, you know, and I assume nowadays you can put it into AI. You can print up some kind of stencil or whatever to make it easier, and then you can have pictures of the family on the side of the wood or whatever, you know, just be as creative as you like. So, yeah. Confidence builds, as we say. It's the small financial wins. I love any win. I don't care if it's £30 or £300 or £10,000. It's just a win, and it just comes to you. And once you build these skills and confidence, it's amazing how quickly you can progress. The hardest bit is at the beginning, where you're surrounded in doubt, you're unable to believe it's going to happen. But once you start getting it going, it's a rocket ship, and it can take you to places that you never knew. So well done to you. Brilliant. Really well done. And if it sounds like I'm a bit snotty today, I've either got hay fever or a cold, but hey, we'll fight through. The go-kart garage business. Hi, David. I just wanted to send you a quick email to say a massive thank you for all the inspiration and advice you share through the Join Up Dots podcast. Listening to your episodes over the past few months has genuinely changed the way I think and act. For a long time, I kept putting off starting anything because I thought I needed a big idea or loads of money. But after you hearing constantly about easy wins and just getting started, I finally decided to take action. So he looked around and he sold unused items from around his house on Facebook Marketplace and eBay. So there, you've instantly got customers looking for you. And it doesn't even have to be the value that you want from it, really. It can just be, you know, put it on there and hope for the best and see what happens, really. Offered basic services like lawn mowing and car washing locally. Flipped items from car boot sales for extra profit, and took online freelance jobs for a bit of cash. After a few months, I've saved around $2,500, and I've used it to set up a small garage-based go-kart business. Now I restore and customise and build go-karts and rent them out for parties and then offer repairs. I'm finally living a life where I build my own future, not someone else's. And that's from Daniel. So he's used his first earnings to push it into a real business, and so that takes away the risk, doesn't it? You're not going to lose anything other than money that wasn't yours anyway. I think the problem that people have is they don't want to lose what they've already got, so they don't take any chances at all. And so well done to you, Daniel. That is absolutely brilliant. So all 4 listeners have shown the same truth. It's not about starting big. It's about starting smart. It's about starting anything and just making something happen. And I always say this, but you look at your outgoings and you think, okay, I've got, you know, one of the smaller ones, let's say TV license, that's my smallest one, and it's about £15 a month or whatever. And so if you can get somebody paying that for you, then you're suddenly £15 up. It doesn't seem a lot, but then you can do another one and then another one, and then all your bills are paid and you're still earning the same amount of money because you're in a job or whatever. Then you're really, you know, building your runway, and that is what it takes. Easy wins create belief. Belief creates momentum, and momentum builds freedom. And once you get that, it can never be taken away from you, I promise you. So to all of you dropping us lines out there, thank you so much for that. I hope you find, let us know if it's useful. We don't get any response from people saying, you know, it's that was a really useful podcast episode. So if you just think it is, just send us an email, joinupdots@gmail.com, saying, yeah, the content's spot on, or no, we'd like it to be changed, or whatever. Give us some feedback. That's what we're here for. Okay, so look after yourselves. You stay sexy. I'm going to have a break today, and while I try to clear up this cold, whatever I've got, and we'll see you again soon. Cheers. See ya. Bye-bye.
That's the end of Join Up Dots. You've heard the conversation. Now it's time for you to start taking massive action. Create your future, create your life. It's the only life you've got. And we'll be back again real soon. Join Up Dots, Join Up Dots, Join Up Dots, Join Up Dots. Join up Dots.